Hey everyone, if you're watching this video, it's to help you with the nose cone. The nose cone, I want you to think about the shape of a mushroom. Here's how we're going to have to do it. We're going to start with our circle tool. We can use the C or click on the tool on the left hand side, and we're going to have to know the diameter of our inside circle because that's where the first part of the mushroom is going to fit into. So I verify that with the tape measure tool, and if you remember from last video, I'm about 25 millimeters. I'm going to have to be a little bit smaller to fit inside this now. So I'm going to use the C tool, and remember I did 12.4, so this time I'm just going to do straight up 12. And that should give me that nice snug fit. I'm going to now push-pull using the P tool to push-pull this up, and I'm going to go up about 8 to 10 millimeters. The reason you want to do that is because this part right here is going to slide in and fit snug in there, and it's okay to go even longer if you want, so I'm going to go to that 10. Now I'm going to build that top part. I mean, think about like a table or that mushroom that we're building. So I'm going to offset, use the F key, and I'm going to offset out. Now this offset out is going to be really important to know. If you recall, the width of my wall should have been 6 millimeters. So that's from the inside of this line to the outside of that line. So we got 4 millimeters. I misspoke. So that means my offset right here is going to be 4 millimeters. So I'm offset 4 and hit enter. From here, we're going to have to push-pull this outer ring upward. And we're going to push-pull it maybe about 4, 6, 7 millimeters, somewhere in that range. It's going to be fine. I want to use my line tool, which is the L now. I'm going to use this line tool to go from the center inside circle and close it off. You'll notice that it kind of cleans it up and fills it in. And I'm going to erase all the inside circles with the E tool, which is my eraser. Now I have this solid object. From here, I can start building what I need to make the nose cone itself. So I'm going to start on the outside because once you do, you get this dotted line that shows you where the center line is. So I'm going to trace until I get to that center line, and I can verify by just hovering my mouse, and it says center. And I'm going to click it so I can set it. And now I'm going to hit the up arrow on my keyboard. The up arrow is going to make sure that I go vertically in the sky, and now you have to look at your paper to see how tall your nose cone is going to be. For my example, I'm going to do 60 millimeters. When I do that, I now have this L that you can see going up and down. Now my tool continues to use, I hit the escape key on my keyboard. That makes me stop using the tool. Finally, I want to use the A tool, or it's called a 2-point arc. You can also find it by clicking on these 3 dots and finding the 2-point arc. The 2-point arc is going to allow me to connect 2 points, which I made, one here and one here. Now I'm going to start getting this bow system. This bowing system is going to be very difficult to get, but you don't really want a big bow like that. It's not going to work out, and you just want to keep trying to get it until you get it a solid. Notice that mine is not a solid, and if I orbit around that, I'll know why I didn't get a solid. I get this bend. So I'm going to hit Control Z, and I'm going to try this again. And I didn't get it again. So you can even see I'm having difficulties with this connection point. So don't give up on this. You can try a different angle, and you'll know you get it because it turns into a solid like mine just did. From here, you're going to use the Follow Me tool. The Follow Me tool doesn't have a shortcut. You have to hit the 3 dots and find it. It's that noodle. And I'm going to pull this around until I can cone it off. And there we go. Sometimes you might have a small opening at the top. That's totally fine. You just use your L key and make that line like you did on that table, and it closes it off. There you go. And that is our nose cone. If you don't have these lines around, you're fine. If you did get the lines around, we can talk and work on it. But now I got the body and nose cone. Next, we'll be working on the fins.